On today's video, the jumper account's been back to K2 for a few days, and in this video, I'm going to detail to you the enormous fails that was Heroic Anthem. We failed to get top 20, we failed to get coins, we failed pretty much everywhere when it comes to Heroic Anthem with the jumper, and in this video, I want to go over those failures and let you know how you potentially won't make the same mistake. So sit back, smash a like on the video, and of course, let's go. Hey there YouTube, welcome back to Gekko Gaming. Today, it's time to tell you the annoying, most frustrating failures that I've had in the past few weeks when it comes to the jumper and Heroic Anthem. Because that Heroic Anthem was one of the biggest wastes and failures ever. Before we start though, of course, don't forget to slap a like on the video and hit that subscribe button down below, you know what I'm saying? Turn on the bell to get a notification, hit that all notifications because we have 401 war videos coming out. 331 versus 254 videos coming out. I know I've been promising you these for quite a bit. I have 40 gigabyte worth of footage, 7 hours worth of total footage that I'm sifting through to give you the best moments, and it's taking me longer than usually it does. But anyway, to tell you exactly how we failed miserably on this account, we actually got to go to the big account to show you a few Heroic Anthem things. So let's hop there real quick. All right, so on the big account, we're now looking at the Heroic Anthem page, and I can show you a few things, starting off with Honor. For the jumper account, we had a massive 500 AP potions available when we began Heroic Anthem. On top of that, throughout Heroic Anthem, we gained another about 100,000. And I thought I had enough to go through with it. And then at the last few moments, I realized I had no chance. The 20th place for KVK for Heroic Anthem 102 was 502 was 300,000 honor. That might sound like very little to you compared to the hundreds of thousands that we used to get in Light versus Darkness, but you forget about Soluna coins, which give you essentially two times the honor plus the honor that you get. So for every barb you get, you realistically have 3 times the honor in Light versus Darkness compared to Heroic Anthem. And so if we look at it really quickly, with 1 million or so in Heroic Anthem, you're looking at in Light versus Darkness, it means that your honor points, it means that you're going to hit roughly 333,000 in Heroic Anthem. For some reason, K2 went nuts in this Heroic Anthem, and to the point where I think 18 or 19 out of the top 20 were UCS, and then we had, I believe, 1 or 2 folks from Fox who ended up in the top 20. But the 20th place was about 300,000 honor, which translates to 900,000 honor in Light versus Darkness. Which is kind of nuts, 900,000 for 20th place. But it happened, and we got screwed. We ended up in about 25th. We were about 40,000 AP honor short, and I stopped. I have still 100,000 on AP left on the account because I did the math and realized that there was no way for me to even catch up to the current situation with the AP that I have, let alone folks are hunting still, and so I got screwed and got wrecked, and I only have 100 AP left now to my name. What are the mistakes that I made? And these are the mistakes that I made, by the way, and these are the tips that I have for you so you know not to make these mistakes. Number 1, start hunting early. Even though their best value for AP and all that good stuff is Barbarians 55 through 51, you should be able to, if you have decent tech, Heroic Anthem tech, you should be able to chain Barbarians 41 to 45 nowadays is much, much simpler than it was back then. With 40% damage out of Ruined Crusader Fortress, plus good tech, you can indeed chain these and do good chains. I've seen folks with 20 chains. I've seen folks with 15 chains. I've done like 7, 8 chains without an issue. And so this is very doable. I very much recommend you to start chaining Barbarians early. On top of that, make sure you're using your daily AP every single day and that you're using the 500 extra AP you get every single day hunting Barbarians or doing what you need to do to get honor. That was my first mistake. I did it early on, but I didn't do it as intensively. My second mistake was that I did not realize how important Barbarian Forts levels 14 and 15 are. Once you hit Barbarian Forts 14 and 15, they're actually a better value AP for honor for AP wise. Both of these right here, not only level 15, also 14. If you're not hunting barbarians, you should be sending marches out for forts throughout the day. There's absolutely no reason for you not to be able to log in every 15 minutes-ish, send 5 marches out to forts, leave, come back in 30 minutes, send another 5. Keep doing that, and always have barbarian forts out if you're not able to sit there and go from barb to barb. I didn't realize that folks that I was competing with, I would sit there for 6 hours and hunt like 20,000 honor, and I'd go to sleep and wake up and they've caught up, and I don't know how they caught up. And the way they caught up is that they did an hour or 2 here and there of barbarian hunting, but the rest, they stuck barbarian forts non-stop. Non-stop barbarian forts is the way to go. And I even think that later in the game, when you hit VIP barbarian forts 15s, you should always have at least 2 marches in forts, and then the rest can go out hunting honor other ways if you want to do it that way. Don't miss barbarian forts 14s and 15s. They killed me. They literally killed me. And my mistake number 3, which of course you guys shouldn't be doing, is I missed 2 altars and a couple of ruins. If I had gone to both those altars and to all those ruins, I would have had enough AP to potentially make it. I would have actually pushed to 0 and spent gems because I could have potentially made it. And so yeah, those were the 3 mistakes that I made with the jumper account, and it did not get to top 20, and it sucked. But things got much, much worse than that. In that heroic anthem, there was a little bit of a power gap, and that's putting it mildly. And the bottom line is the top 2 coalition camps camped out against the bottom 2, and the bottom 2 simply wouldn't play. They played a little bit against the folks that were our allies, but against UCS and Kingdom 2, there was very little to no fights. Very, very little opposition. Now, I don't blame them for doing it. I'm not coming out, calling them out and all that. All's good. But we have a problem. Because now, in Heroic Anthem, the big boy rewards, which are the coins right here, require you to get kills. You actually need to get kills in order to get coins. Now, in my Heroic Anthem, we couldn't get kills. The only way you could get kills is from friendly sparring with the other camp, because it has to be kills from another camp. So our allies agreed to spar, but they're no suckers. They're not looking to give us kills while they heal. It was a 1-for-1 trade almost 90% of the time. And so for every kill you get, you also gotta heal. So think about healing 30 million units. And now, of course, nobody wants to do, well, there are some folks who wanted to do T1s, but nobody dares to do T1s because T1s is feeding and blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever. Honor, ego, pride, T4s, T5s. Sure. But now heal 330,000, 30 million T4s. Heal 30 million T5s. It was actually nuts. The only ones who truly, there are folks who spent not billions, but actually tens of billions of resources healing troops because they were 1v1ing for the kills. I had 4 million kills. It's what I got from a little bit of sparring and a little bit of fighting on the open field. Not that coin, 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 and not that coin. And the bottom line is we ended up coinless. We ended up coinless. All the coins, 4 out of the 5 coins are tied to kills, but realistically, if you want to screw up a camp, you can. If you are in a heroic anthem, where let's say, for example, Kingdom A is a kingdom that people don't like. In general, the whole heroic anthem want to go against them. The best thing you can do to actually screw up a kingdom you don't like is not to fight them. If the other 3 camps fight each other, they can get each other the kills that they need to get in order to get the rewards. And guess what? They can completely shun one kingdom or one camp away from fighting. Just don't show up to fight them. And then those folks are going to need somehow to get kills. In our heroic anthem, thank the Lord, we had an ally camp that wanted to do 1v1 trades because they also wanted a 30 million kills. But what do you do when you have a 3v1 situation where the camps fighting you don't want to help you get rewards? That is a real possibility. And so we got screwed. We got screwed big time. And it sucked. Unfortunately, when that happened, it kind of took the wind out of my sails when it came to the jumper account. I did indeed not log into it beyond like the daily stuff for a few days. And it sucked. It really did. It set us back massively. We spent speed ups on researches which didn't end up using, and that set our account back weeks, if not months, worth of researches that we got to do because we haven't maxed out researches on the jumper account yet. On top of that, we really didn't get much out of it. The rewards were not for us. The barbarians were terrible. We didn't end up top 20. We didn't get anything. It was a complete disaster. The only good thing that came out of this heroic anthem was that I got to meet Kingdom 2. I got to migrate into Kingdom 2, be part of Kingdom 2. And I'm looking forward to stay part of Kingdom 2 for one more, at least, KVK, if not more than that. I have no plans on leaving. I'm enjoying my time in Kingdom 2. And maybe I can find myself a spot to do Arc. That would be really what I'm missing in K2. An Arc place, for the love of God. Any of you out there in K2, if you have space for me in your Arc, please, I beg of you. That's all I'm missing in K2, and I'm enjoying my time there. I think that the next thing we're going to see that's big out of the jumper account is going to be the next type of KVK, the Trojan version. And for now, I think we are going to shelf the jumper account like we shelved the big account for the next foreseeable month or so, just so we can give you the content out of 401 and what's going on in here. As a quick update, for those of you who reached the end of the video and want to see a little bit of extra, we ended up pushing another 1 million power yesterday. We were doing Warpath or something like that, and we had first place with 7 million points, and then the guy who was in second pushed to 8, so I pushed to 8.2, and then he blasted to like 13, and I was like, I'm good. I ain't going that far for 20 sculptures. So we ended up going back up to 87 million power, and we're currently sitting on 1.2 million T5 infantry. We're back to where we were before this KVK. In this KVK, we had lost 800k of them, and it's a lot. As you can see, we've pushed them, our opposition, away from the zone 5s, both on the side and in here, and now they have resorted into farm killing, which is okay. It happens. That's why we're back into the safe zone. Our next step is in give or take 4 days, where this pass will open up. Zone 6s will start being occupied. From there, the next pass is the Altar Pass, and then finally the Zone 6 Big War before Kingsland. For now, we keep pushing on this account. We keep doing things on this account to get it to be stronger and better. We had a lot of great results fighting, and thank you for those of you who showed up to the stream and chilled with us on the streams while we were duking it out. We're working now on our tech, on our fundamental tech, so we can then expand on to our military tech. We're now literally just building this building away, but we need 1 million crystals for that, and I don't want to wait for crystals, so we keep pushing the bottom right here to increase skillful operations as much as we can to lower the cost of crystals at the top tier researches. They cost about 1 million plus, so that'll save us a lot of crystals. We're now taking our time with this, as we have to get to levels 10s on both of these guys, and that's going to take a little bit of time. But while that happens, we're gaining crystals and working our way, and when the time comes and we need to be ready to fight again, we will give it another push, and we will go this direction and start getting our call to arms to level 5, and from there start working on the extra stuff in here, including making our rally bigger, including adding more damage, which is very important. And of course, we always like to reduce the amount of resources needed for healing. I mean, 20% reduction seems very nice to me. And of course, plunder a little bit more crystals from Kahar. But this is where we stand right now, and you're primarily going to see this account for the foreseeable future as we work through building the jumper account. We will give you still, instead, we'll do weekly updates on the jumper just so y'all can keep up with it, and we'll see from there. From now, I'm Gekko. I'm out of here. Appreciate every single one of you, of course, who dropped a like on this video, joined our channel down below by subscribing down below, or join the channel as a member. Our Discord is also linked down below, our Facebook, our Instagram, all that good stuff. Even my contact email is down there. You can hit me up. I tend to reply as much as I humanly can. I'll see you all sooner rather than later. Enjoy the rest of your week and have a good one.